Ah, what fun. Hello. Hi, sweethearts. How are you? Hi. I just want to do a quick little audio check just to make sure out there that you can hear me in here. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Happy Venus Day. Happy new moon. Happy solar eclipse. Oh my goodness. And Venus retrograde coming right up. There's so much going on right now, and I'm so excited to gather with you to talk about the very human thing, which is gathering together. Oh, I want to give you a little view because just behind me, I've got the fire here. Hi, Joanna. Can you hear me, sweetheart? Hi, hello. I just want to make sure you can see the cute little flames that are here. It's chilly in California, finally. So I think what I'll have to do is like unfold, and I'm not sad to do it, and I'm not shy, and show you my new dress. It's so pretty. I can't get enough. I'm literally wearing it almost every day. This whole idea of like, oh, Princess Kate's so special because she's an outfit repeater. Like, what? Have Princess Kate never been obsessed with a song and listened to it 100 times in a row before a hot date? I mean, when you have something new to wear, don't you wear it every single day? I get what? What is it? We're not congratulating people for being outfit repeaters, so bear with me, sweeties. This is worth it. Here we go. We're just gonna let you enjoy the fire and the thigh-high pleather boots. There we go. Oh, it's still not showing perfectly. I think, and this is worth it. This is how we act in California when it rains too. We think we invented it. Oh, work with me. Yes, we did it. We did it. I love this. Good. So I bet you my sweetie will probably scoot over the little wood that's there right now. Hi, what a pretty view today. I love it so much. So, my loves, we have every kind of Venus thing happening today. A ruby red lip called British Red, a delicious, gorgeous, new, fresh red taper candle. And I'm so excited to burn this candle in the name of love. I have to rig things up because we're in my living room today. Oh, I want you to be able to see the top of this flame. How will I do that? If I just have my little round table on the gold stem right there, I think that's just a scant bit lower, and we'll be able to all enjoy this flame. I'm so excited. So you're going to see the magic of my live stream. I'm such a powerful witch. I know how to make a chair and little tabletop float into the screen. There we go. Yay, it worked. And we can see our fire. I'm so excited. Good, we're ready. So, my loves, as is every gathering that I have, we take a moment and we collect our energy and we strike this wooden match and light our ritual candle to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we're ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. How beautiful is this day today? And I know that there's a lot going on. I know that there's so many feelings like rumbling and rambling around in all of our atmosphere right now. A change is afoot and so much is happening. So we're going to take the time to talk about what it is to bring more magic and enchantment and witchcraft into our gatherings. And if that means your one-on-one gatherings with you and your spirit guides, cool, this fully applies. Or if it means you're gathering with relatives, friends, neighbors, all of this applies. So I'm really excited to have a really practical, awesome session today. We're going to keep it to about an hour. Big, huge day over at my Witchcraft Club. You're all fully welcome and wanted and needed to gather with us over there. It's all linked inside of the description of today's live stream, where we're going to take these elements that I'm talking about today and just have a much deeper dive. We gather as a full worldwide Coven Witchcraft Club on the first Friday of the month for 2 hours. And I'm really excited to share with you and our cute witchcraft club, which is like ridiculous, so brilliant and amazing. The magic of the fabulous Eric B. Healed today. They will be gathering with us as a guest, which is so, so lovely. So let's take a second. Let's consecrate our session with my atmosphere mist aura, which I think is so perfect for the Sagittarius new moon because Sag is fire. There's a tiger eye bead within each bottle of aura mist. So you shake well, which sounds the little bell inside. Hear that? And it activates our spell. So this is made of a gorgeous aqueous solution that is a mother water that I've been nurturing since the 90s from the caves of Lourdes, France, because that's in my lineage and my background. And many beautiful essential oils, among them night blooming jasmine, Lorca poetry, and beautiful black coconut, and some other little secret sauces in there too. So take a moment. I hope this doesn't just absolutely hammer the camera lens. And we're going to, okay, good. This is great. The Eight of Caves is going to be our assistant right now. Hopefully we won't get too much of our aura on the camera. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Open your sweet lips and say, Ma. Do that so you can feel that vibration in the great cauldron of your belly. Soften your belly right now for these works of magic that we'll do together. I hope everybody has something lovely to drink. I am drinking passion flower tea right now. I've got another brew that's Italian soda and pomegranate juice. So let's take a moment and wet our whistle before we call in the corners and cast our circle. So good. So nice. You drink that first sip for yourself. The second sip is for your spell intention. And a lot of people don't do spells on the new moon, but I'm pretty lawless when it comes to that. I love rituals for the new moon, but if a spell bubbles up within me and wants to come out into the world, I never stop it. And the third sip is for all of our sweethearts and brothers and sisters and theys and thems that are in any carceral situation, that have no access to their magic, that are fighting for their freedom. We drink this for them. Lovely. Oh my goodness, so much to share today because we are working with 3 magic elements, 3 enchanted elements that we can bring into our gatherings. And I'm excited to dig into that in just a minute. If you are able to light candles with me in this moment when we cast our circle and you're casting your circle right along with me, feel free to say, be here now at the end of calling in each corner. So if you feel like you want to stand up and, face the actual direction that we're calling in, do that now. This is a really free, a wild and free space for you to do what you're called to do. So we begin by turning to the direction of north and calling in the sacred element of earth. Earth is our home. Earth is our body and our bones. Say it with me, bones. Where life itself resides and death resides too, it's both. Where we will find our way back home to the earth in these bones, to tell the story in our death of our life. The mystery of North is welcome here. Guardians of the watchtowers of the North, Earth. Be here now. We turn now in any way we're able to the direction of east, the element of air. Air is these words that are traveling to you, these intentions, written words, poetry, music, our new ideas, our psychic ability. All of that is air. Air is our dreams that are activated, especially now in the northern hemisphere where we are moving into winter. It's a very air time right now. Guardians of the watchtowers of the east, air. Be here now. We turn now in any way our body is able, in any way we're called to the direction of south, the element of fire. Fire is our hot passion, our sweet secrets, and the seat of our body, where we carry the most intense stories that we can dream of and the stories of our ancestors. Our blood magic, our wild desires, the unstoppable yearning for life to continue. Guardians of the watchtowers of the south, fire. Be here now. We turn now in any way we're able to the direction of west, the element of water. Water is the sweetness of our impulse to be alive, the great ocean of our body that's all contained in the droplets in our cells. The mist that I woke up to, that just brought me straight into that delicious knowing that I am a witch. I exist. My magic is important and my magic is real. All of that just surrounded me in a great halo when I woke up this morning to mist. It was my ancestors kissing me everywhere. So proud of me. So happy that they fought their way through life so I could be alive to cast these spells with you today. Our memories, our magic, our truth exists in the water. Guardians of the watchtowers of the west, water, be here now. We coil now like a snake into the center of our altar where we encounter ourselves, our essence, our truth, and spirit. They're one and the same. We are spirit and spirit is us. I am spirit. Spirit is me. The web of life is contained in the center of our altar, in our body, in the truth that we are spirit. Spirit of life and death, be here now. I sound this ritual bell and activate our spell. Sweetheart loves and moon babies. Oh my goodness. We are now between the worlds, and how sweet it is to be beyond the veils with you, especially this time of year, especially today. Wow, what a day. I enter this space in perfect love and perfect trust, and I am so stoked you're here. Hello, hi. Oh my goodness, it just never ever grows old, does it? Oh my gosh. What a delightful, gorgeous session we have planned today, where we will be talking about 3 super important ways that you can be a witch during the holidays. Certain magical ways that you can be and exist in your witchcraft and share that in ways that are filled with enchantment and joy. No audio? Oh, sorry about that, sweeties. I heard a message somehow, some way through the magic of our live stream that you can't hear me, but can we do a quick audio check? Hi, Julie. Hi, Calablin. Hi, Yasmin. Oh, I love and miss you so much. Hugs and cuddles. Thank you for the trees, Yasmin. Sweeties, if you can hear me, will you just let me know in the chat real quick? Thank you so much. Thank you, babe. I love you so much. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I was gonna twiddle some knobs for you to make this sound pop back in, but we're together. We got this. Let me show you our gorgeous altar right now, sweeties. Are you in love with these like misty, sun-soaked winter plants? We have anthuriums. We've got beautiful, gorgeous red roses. We have a really gorgeous poinsettias everywhere. It's just so beautiful. So here's our altar, sweethearts. We did this together. We made this. It's no small thing. Love it so much. I always like to show it off. So, the holidays are complex because we crave gathering, especially right now, like this time in my life. Never have I ever just craved the loves of my life more than right now, but also like we don't have access always to the souls that we really want to hang out with. And sometimes we have to be with other people that maybe wouldn't be our top choice. And how do we deal with it when we know, because magic tells us so, that we have to live more authentically. We're all becoming ourselves more and more, right? That tamping down our ideas, tamping down our magic, that ain't it. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing that anymore. We're not dimming down our light. We're not dimming down our shadow to make somebody else comfortable. We're not doing that anymore. This is a time for us to really crank up our magic. But, the complexity of that is I'm a really yielding, giving person, and I like when folks are comfortable around me. So sometimes it's challenging for me to, even in my own home, be myself and be bold in my witchcraft because I'm concerned about freaking other people out, which is just hilarious to me because I think witches are the most generous, giving, and amazing people. I love witches so, so much. But we're all going through stuff because the world is transforming. This is a time of incredible transmuting. And I'm so excited for Eric Be Healed to gather with the entire Coven. All tiers are welcome in my Witchcraft Club tonight to talk to us about the 2022 Astrocast. We'll be doing this through the lens of the 4 seasons. So we'll literally have some keywords and ideas of what's happening with the 4 seasons coming up in the astrology of our life right now. I love Eric B. Healed's way. They're casual, adorable, super on the dime, and really kind of have this real cutting edge with their words. They're sweet and fun and strong. They're a Scorpio, so there's always going to be that delicious edge to it. And they're just so about like telling it like it is. And so I'm really, really excited that we as a coven have made a contribution to Eric for them to come and share their magic with us tonight at 5 p.m. Again, the links, they are in the description of the video if you're looking to deepen your magical practice. And if you just want to create more support for the magic that I'm creating over here, it feels so good to be gathered on Fridays for all these years. I've taken a couple of brief little hiatuses to come through with the shipping that is so, so important that I have to do for the magic that I'm casting with Moon Baby Magic Tarot, Altalune, Sensual Oracle cards, my atmosphere mist spell sprays, my altar cloths. Right now, there's no decks available. I am releasing them in batches that I can sustainably ship to you. Atmosphere mist is available right now. The altar cloths are available. My Sweet Secrets pouch is available. I'm just super excited about that. You can also book one-to-one sessions with me that are all via video. And you can join my witchcraft club to get a card of the day and lots of interaction. I'm just having so much fun over there. All the links are inside the description of today's vid. So let's get into it, because it's really no small thing what it is to be a witch. And in your own maybe origin of birth family. Did I say that wrong? Birth origin? It doesn't matter. To be with your blood relations during the holidays as a witch can be super, super challenging. Sometimes they'll want you to like cook the whole meal and then bust out the tarot cards. Sometimes they'll want to literally leave because Jesus tells them to. I've had those exact same things happen to me at the same party. It can be really intense. There's ways that we can kind of, as a host, create a really beautiful gathering, beautiful decor all around you that represents witchcraft in a way that feels so right on. So I'm going to share 3 ways you can do that right now. And then we'll get into our Tarotscopes. And if you utilize Super Chat and you need a special card that's 1-to-1 just for you, I will pull a card for you here. And other than that, we'll boogie. I don't know how much I'm going to be doing like long, languid live streams over here anymore, because we're doing that more over in the Witchcraft Club right now. And so I don't anticipate ever stopping streams unless I'm in the midst of like up to my earlobes and shipping. And I'll keep these nice, general, happy, like top 3 ways to enchant your next gathering. And I'll do that for us because I believe in it so, so much. It's in my ethos to give free magic, but it's also in my ethos to say thank you so much for love and support when you feel like donating. So it's all open. It's all good. So we do something at my house when we entertain, when we have folks over, because everything is always changing, right? And like in my life, I come from a extreme religious background, extreme. And the matriarch and patriarch in my family are still living and extremely close by and very, very welcome in my home. And we're in a dance as my magic continues to grow and strengthen, where they're having to face who I am in the world more and more each day. And so we have ways of entertaining that bring magic into our gatherings, and also have dignity for all of those that are, gathered with us. It doesn't force them into our way, even if they are part of a expression spiritually that is about recruiting people. Me as a witch, I'm not about recruiting people. I'm here to celebrate with everyone, witch or not, right? But I do so love celebrating with witches. So when my folks come over, oftentimes we will create like almost like little games that are about worshiping the things that we worship, which is storytelling and eating whole foods. So at many family gatherings, we have a simple witch symbol of an apple handy. And we tie with cooking natural cotton, organic cotton cooking string, a little leaf shape on it. That's a little storybook. So it's a bit of a party favor. It's an invitation for them to bite the apple given to them by a witch. That's, of course, enchanted with my gargantuan spell to weave with them, with you, with the world, our world, where everyone is sheltered, fed, and has sovereignty and has agency within their experience, right? But I love a party favor. So this is a little party favor that we invented many years ago. Faye and I invented this back when they were called Bird. And we create a leaf with a piece of construction paper tied on this cooking string and tied onto the stem of a red apple. Isn't that cute? And we write the person's name on the outside of it, right? And that way they can, I love to create a little tablescape where they're on like a cake plate, because our family gatherings are often really, really big. But we got really lucky at Thanksgiving. There was just 5 souls with us, which was really special and epic. But creating like a tablescape is so great, just to create like a little bit of a miniature scene that's comforting for folks. You could put like your little crudité or your charcuterie board around this centerpiece of the cake plate that has a tower of apples that has everybody's name on it. And they can take their apple and use it as their very own nameplate to decide where they're going to sit. And they can put their apple. I announced to everybody, go find your name on the apple, the leaf, handwritten leaf apple, hand-cut leaf apple, and place it on the plate that you are going to be utilizing wherever you want to sit. And what they don't know is that it's shaped like a book. And inside of it, you can see how I create it with a little craft, that it has a little hinge and a little hole that you tie the string through right at the top. So I wrote my very own name right there. You can see it says Angela. And inside it is a single word. And in the middle of the meal, I'll usually take like a little utensil and get everybody's attention with a little clink of the utensil, because it's really nice to sound the bell to activate the spell. Makes me want to drink. And oh my goodness, that's so good. Pomegranate and Italian soda, yummy. And I ask folks to look inside the leaf. See how it hinges open like a book? Isn't that fun? And inside is a single word. So the word inside my leaf today is surprise. And so whenever anyone's ready, they can also take their utensil and they can, ooh, the fire crackled. I like it. And they can make a sound on their glass, or they can bite their apple to let us know that they're ready to tell a story, excuse me, about this word that's inside their leaf. Is that the cutest? I always try to encourage folks to take a bite of the apple before they tell their story. Because again, this is like so, I don't know, witchcraft is so, for me, healthy. And it's about like worshiping the source of our nourishment, worshiping the energy, minding the energy in our life, keeping things as clean as possible, keeping the energy flowing and moving, and anything that doesn't work anymore goes out the windows and doors. Any energies that we're calling in, like today's a new moon, so we're resetting. Whenever we're at that very first lunation, the new moon, we get to lay our burdens down, feel our feelings, and initiate new ideas, new goals, new dreams. So yeah, taking a bite of an apple in a group of people, it's so innocent and benign. And honestly, so much of witchcraft is completely innocent and gorgeous and benign and non-threatening. And it gets to show folks that being in the magic of their own body's ability, their own health, their own story, it can be really lovely because sometimes, when we invite folks over to our house, it's a little self-conscious, like we're doing all this work and presenting it to them. And then they have to like clap and say, oh, I love it, even if they don't. This gives folks an opportunity to tell the story on their terms if they choose to. And I just think it's a beautiful little enchanted decor and party favor. Isn't it good? I love it so much. I'm going to take a little cute peek here. Hi, Angela. Oh, it's good to see you. Hi, Juliana. Love you so much. Yes, there's so many feelings that go down when folks gather with witches. There really just is. Thank you so much, honeys, for letting me know you can hear me. It's so nice to see you all. Hexa bitches here. I'm loving life. I love it so much. Look at this. Only in dreams. Oh, I love seeing your cool name with your X's on either side. It's gorgeous. Hello, Savannah. Hi, cuties. So we'll pull cards soon and get into some more of our enchanted magic in just a second, but I want to talk a little bit more about the more intense magic that we can create when we're entertaining, when we're bringing folks in. And this just happened the other night, and I loved it so much. A dear friend came over, and you know what, sweeties? I have to stand up again and show you these absolutely exquisite red roses that I received the other night. I hope they show. Pardon me. Perfect. How gorgeous are these red roses? Oh, good. And we can still see our candle, and we can still see the fire. This is nice. I feel like I'm at our company Christmas party right now. Doesn't this feel good? So I received these red roses, and oh my goodness, my friend Maribel warned me about the intense thorns that were on the roses. And I said, oh, I'm thrilled. I need some thorns. So when you receive flowers, when folks come over and they have thorns, sticky stuff, cactus quills, whatever it is, save them. I've been saving these. Now, I was really, really lucky the other night when I had some friends come over. It was such a loving, gorgeous gathering. And I thought to myself, oh, I'm receiving thorns from one of the kindest, most gentle people that literally I've ever met in my entire life, let alone had the honor to love. Look at these thorns, though. They're very intense. They're like the opposite of my friend Maribel's personality. And I love it so, so much. So I said, I'm going to hang on to these thorns because thorns are great for absorbing intense energy or fights or crosswords that might happen in your home. Even if somebody's just wildly uncomfortable, making everybody else tense, the thorns can absorb that as a protection spell. So I have all of these stems from these beautiful, look how intensely gorgeous they are. They don't look like they've got thorns at all, but look at how many thorns I've gathered from that bouquet. So the other night, no sooner had I trimmed these up and put them in this blue vase, did I have somebody sort of ask me a question, because I don't want to get too deeply into it, but somebody from beyond the veils, somebody from beyond the grave showed up at the party. And I was with a group of folks that were at my house that are powerful practitioners of what I call magic. They're healers. They do radical space clearing. They are authors. They are folks that hold space for people that are disenfranchised, social workers, teachers, protectors of folks with special needs. This is a powerful group of people, I thought to myself, but everybody's so sweet and we miss each other so much. I was wondering where the thorns would come in handy. I mean, one of them's poking me now, and we had someone show up in a very big way from beyond the grave, and we all knew it right when it happened too. It was kind of intense. And so the energy of these thorns have just been collecting all this negativity in these days leading up. There's an intensity to this solar eclipse that we're in right now. This whole eclipse season has been very, very pleasant, but the closer we've gotten to the solar eclipse, the more intense it's gotten. And then bam, once that sexy Scorpio season rounded the corner into the intensity of Sagittarius season, whew, did it ever come shining through. I've had technical difficulties, miscommunications, lots of tears around me. I don't feel, oh, this is another thing that happened too. A tear came out of my eye, but I wasn't crying, and I didn't have the sensation of crying. It was the wildest thing. It's like this person that showed up from beyond the grave had to see that I was upset. And so my body responded, but I had no feeling about it at all because uh, mundane world me, meat and bone me, was having such an easy, fun time. I swear it's the power of these thorns. So another really gorgeous way that you can enchant your gatherings is by keeping thorns hidden away someplace special. Now, I was really lucky. I was able to like talk to my friends about the thorns and say, "Oh, I'm saving those thorns," and snip them and put them right on my altar right away, where they've been seated the whole time in the exact center of my house. Um, so I feel like that's a really personal way that you can care for yourself, a little personal protection spell. A really wonderful thorn is a black thorn. Do you know black thorns? Um, they might be native in Ireland and England. Blackthorn spells are gorgeous. Blackthorns are incredible. They're like spiky needles, where our good old California roses, they're like shark fins. I mean, look at this thorn. That is like a shark fin, just ready to just like eviscerate your flesh, right? They're amazing. And I feel like I needed that later in our gathering. I'll just gossip with you. Um, I was serving my mom's Tom and Jerry mix. If there's anybody here from the Modern Witches Coven, I created this last winter solstice. I create this every year for solstice. It's a family recipe. It's exacting. Literally, how many minutes you do this. When you separate the egg whites and yolks, you cannot have any whites or yolks in the either part of the batter. And it makes this frothy meringue batter. But you use, and of course, I used moon infused water. That you can serve this either virgin mocktail style, or you can pack a punch, and it's a full jigger of rum and a full jigger of brandy in the hot water. And then you take a big tablespoon dollop of this meringue froth and put it on top. And it's got all kinds of spices in it, allspice, cream of tartar, mace, ground cloves, ground nutmeg, cinnamon, and then you put a little sprinkle of that on top too. So I had these mugs, and I was just very simply walking over to the table with two mugs, and one of them literally just kind of like, have you ever been holding the handle of a mug? And it just sort of like melts awkwardly into a slow motion spill. Yeah, me neither. It was literally a slow motion spill that sent this boiling hot liquid that's from my ancestral background rushing towards the person that sort of was the first entry point of how this person from beyond the grave showed up at our gathering. It was wild. I mean, of course, everyone was amazing. We were calling ourselves Ghostbusters by the end of the night, which was super fun. I had my thorns ready to go, so I was really happy with that. Anybody have any good from Hallows to Yule ghosty stories happening in their life right now? I sure am. I mean, it has been an active time for the dead. So The third and final way that I absolutely love adding enchantment to gatherings is to have a guest book. I love this guest book because it's not really a guest book. It's a journal, and you can write in it a really specific day. I'm really not going to get too into it, but it's brief. Okay, I can show this because it says Thanksgiving on one of the pages, but I'm not going to show too much of it. But it says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's a really simple journal where you can write a keyword for the day and keep it really simple. There's 3 lines per day. And you can have folks sign their name and write a little special message on their way in. And then on their way out the door, they can revisit that and send a message that's maybe about their magic word and the story that they told or a story that they heard at the gathering. Those are my 3 ways that you can add magic and enchantment that protects you, that celebrates witchcraft in plain sight, and also adds the magic of folks feeling more comfortable in your home and sharing themselves with everybody. So I hope you enjoyed those 3 things. I love it so much. So I'm going to look at what Angela said here. You're going back to the grind. Thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. Hello, Cor. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. Yes, thorn collecting. I mean, look at these shark fins, Cor. Oh my goodness, they're insane. So, my loves, we're going to jump right into Tarotscopes. And remember, this is different for me. Not to say I'm here for a couple of hours for anything anyone needs. I'm actively inviting you to join my Witchcraft Club. I'm letting you know that I'm open to the abundance of any kind of love that you want to share with me, whether that looks like a donation. Definitely like this video. Please take a second and smash that like button. It's a big deal. YouTube is a search engine, and what they want is some digital information. And by simply subscribing to my channel and smashing that like button, it's like your gorgeous fingerprint pressed into the most soft, velvety, gorgeous nectar or a little bit of pollen from a flower. It really sets YouTube up to see where I am and who I am and what's going on over here. And they share more the more that you smash the button and set the bell for notifications too. All of it creates a fingerprint, which is really lovely. And I appreciate it so much. So I'm going to shuffle Moon Baby Magic Tarot Cuties, and we're going to get into our Tarotscopes. And like I said, over in my Witchcraft Club, we're going to be talking about the new moon, the solar eclipse, and astrocast with Eric B. Heald for 2022 through the seasons, through the lens of the season. So a real witch's glimpse into the astrocast. I'm excited. I'm going to be live streaming right here with the nice fire in the background. And I have the most generous, gorgeous friend who has a really lovely home in a mountain town that's outside of the Bay Area. And they gave us wood that is the most beautiful wood to burn. It's from their property. They literally tended the wood themselves, chopped the wood themselves, and they gave us an actual truckload of wood. And I have never had such nice fires. I was so happy when the mist rolled in today in California, just because I'm like, oh yes, give it to me, fires. It started last night. We took some fam photos up on the cliffs with the ocean in the background. We froze our butts off, and then we came home and made a fire, and we took some more fam photos. And I took the thumbnail photo last night where you can see my sweetie in the background and kind of like a Where's Waldo taking a photo of me in the mirror that's right above my mantle right here, honeys. So here we go with our new moon Tarotscopes, honeys. We're going to go in order. I'm going to break the deck into 3, as is tarot tradition, with my non-dominant hand, and then back into 1, which I'm excited to do. And we're still going to authentically pull from the center of the deck for each one of the signs. So let's take a second and wet our whistle, cuties. Oh my goodness. So who's loving the red set today? Isn't it good? Thank you for chatting too. You know, when you chat on Witches live streams, um, that also sends a ripple through the YouTube world, and it's really like super healthy for our channel. It's like we witches using our brooms to just move energy out. It sends that digital signal out into the world, which is really fun. I have a lot of folks here that are professional witches, so please like take all these tips and tricks back to your spaces, and yeah, give me credit if you want to, but just like it, chat about it in the chat. It super duper helps. All right, honeys, here we go. Thank you, Cor. I know, so living. Well, you are such a Venus, amazing witch yourself, sweetie. Are you loving these cute, entertaining tricks and tips? And this, I really fucking sincerely mean it. This is perfect if you're doing a ritual by yourself, too. Like, none of this stuff needs human bodies around. This is great for animal familiars and for your love affairs with all of your favorite spirit guides, because we all have love affairs with our spirit guides, right? Right. Okay, put that on your 2022 list if that's not something you're doing yet, cuties. Thank you so much, Savannah. It's good to see you. Oh, the poinsettias are so gorgeous this year. I don't know what it's about. Yeah, apples are so good for making magic. I love making a magic brew too, where we slice the apple on the horizon to reveal the star within. It's so gorgeous. Lots of these spells are public spells that I've cast before, from the 2020 Many Moons Planner, from everything that I do with Modern Witches. I love to include apples. You saw the digital spell that we cast together. It's right in my community tab, where I take my Smith and Wesson dagger and cut that apple down the horizon to reveal the star within. My brother edited that video for Casey Zabala and I, who's the founder, and I think they go by maybe director of the Modern Witches, which has the confluence and the convergence and many other special things developing over there. I loved creating that collaborative spell from miles apart that my brother wove together. My brother's got a beautiful channel over here called Peter Fitzgerald Classic Movie Mania. They are a documentarian, film producer, editor, former Broadway actor, singer, dancer, just an amazing person, my fam bestie. And just, you know, in my family, there was not enough parents and way too many kids. There's 9 of us, brothers and sisters. So we had the buddy system, and Peter was my buddy. So we've stayed like really tight in that way. We made a million shows together. My brother was a gorgeous writer, a screenwriter. I mean, they're just so amazing. But they have a film that's working their way through queer film festivals called Butch Please, all about gay leather experience and gay leather community, because my brother was Mr. LA Leather, Mr. International Leather LA 2001. Just so many gorgeous photos. But they go to a leather festival and an international leather festival, and I interview tons of folks. It's a gorgeous documentary, so look for it at queer film festivals. I'll pop it in the description of the video too, okay? It's back in my community tab too. You can see where I shared the trailer of my brother's film. So cuties, let's get into it. It is time. Aries, are you ready? Oh, Aries, I have an invitation for you. Come and see me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022 for my Sensual Dream Workshop, utilizing the magic of the Queens of Tarot. And we're going to have a little erotic element to it as well, Aries. So I know you're stoked on that. So come and see me, okay? Aries, this one's for you. You got the Knight of Caves today with the keyword feast, which is perfect for everything we're talking about. You know, the magic of this moment, Aries, is that you got to feel your feelings. You got to feel your feelings. It has to be in your physical body. Let your body show you where you're having emotional feelings, right? If you have a ache, a pain, move towards it, move that part of your body and let it tell you the story of your pain. Let it out, right? Your body's here to help you. Your body is your knight that's here to help you. This moon phase is the waning gibbous moon phase where you release expectations of yourself and others. The purple field is all about developing your psychic ability. This is such a card for developing your own sensual relationships with your spirit guides. I hope you like that, Aries. I know we didn't pull a wave yet, but I'm still going to have a nice sip of my brew. Passion flower tea is so good. All right, Taurus. Taurus, I'm inviting you to come and see me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022 for my Sensual Dream Workshop. I'm so excited they invited me back. We will be doing some guided meditation, some art journaling. We'll be working with the Tarot Queens. You are cordially invited. It's a sliding scale. It's a Saturday from 1 to 3. Let's get it on, Taurus. This one's for you. We've got the 8 of Waves with the keyword fantasize. So now everybody drinks. And I'm going to take a nice long pull on my pomegranate Italian soda. Need it so much. All right. So, honeys, Taurus, what do you make of this? What do you make of putting your dream life first, even though you've been criticized before for being so relaxed, so earthy, so generous with your physical ways? What do you think about that? That you're being encouraged to be inside of your fantasies in a positive way. This card, I had to do it when I made this deck. I had to celebrate fantasizing because it moves the nectar of your body. It moves the waters of your body to have dreams. So come dream with me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022, Taurus. Remember that this moon phase, this waning crescent moon phase, is all about what you are manifesting, what you are creating just by being alive. It's not like, oh, I'm manifesting this thing that's out there. It's like, no, you're alive. How you feel, the things you dream of, the way you treat yourself. That is a manifestation spell, right? And so let's get busy being intentional with our dreams, okay? Enjoy. That was a fun one. Gemini. Oh, Gemini. There was so many Geminis the last time I went to Sea Grape Apothecary. You are invited, Gemini, to come and see me on February 5th, 2022 for my Sensual Dream Workshop over at Sea Grape Apothecary. We're so lucky that they've been so generous with our Coven, inviting us over there. I'm so excited. The new sales and service coordinator, I said that wrong. That was from back in my salon. I called it sales and service coordinator. The special events coordinator, Ava, it made a special email, reach out to me and hit me up on Instagram and my DMs inviting us back. I'm just so honored. Thank you for making that so special, Gemini and everybody out there. Here's your card. Here's your Tarotscope. You got the Hanged One. You got the Hanged One. Gemini, this solar eclipse, the energy of it, the pattern that it creates in your life will be evident for 6 months rolling forward. This is a really long expression. Solar eclipses have a long energetic tail, like a shooting star with a tail. You'll see evidence of this solar eclipse effects for up to 6 months. So from now to the next full moon, really give yourself a ton of rest, because your ability to be rested is your ability to integrate the magic from this time, right? The key word is pause. So you got to put yourself on pause. Even if you're threatened and freaked out that somebody else is going to do the magic that you want to cast, you still have to come at it with a full cup, a full belly. The only way to do that is with rest, okay? So maybe check yourself if you're feeling competitive right now. Love you. Okay. Cancer, this is for you. Cancer, I love you. come see me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022, okay? We're doing a sensual dream spell. The moon will be in Aries that day on Saturday, February 5th, between 1 and 3. And we can really get into the sensuousness of being there for our dreams. We're going to be working with the Tarot Queens. I'm so excited and I want you to come with. So here's your card this week. You get the 9 of Caves. This card has been absolutely haunting me for the entirety of 2021. I'm excited that you pulled this card. The keyword is prosperity. And look at all those gorgeous ingredients that are here for you. These gorgeous ingredients that are literally telling you, like, please create the meals that you can with the ingredients that you have that appeal to you, that tell the story of the scars, that tell the story of your thriving through adversity. You know, I told the story on Between the Worlds podcast, which, by the way, was like such a level up for 2021 for me. So, Cancer, how are you leveling up? Like, I have to share that with you, that I was nervous to be on Between the Worlds podcast. It's the biggest podcast that I've been on so far. And I got to share the story of the 9 of Caves, AKA the 9 of Pentacles. What are you being called to share that might frighten you because it will change your life, right? What are you nervous about? For help. This first quarter moon phase is when we want to do our divination spells. So it's time for you to like cook the foods of your ancestors that tell the story of your survival, right? You're alive. You're alive because your ancestors battled to live, right? That's you. You're here to tell their story and be prosperous in doing that. So check out, I think it was episode 53. I could be wrong. Oh, I could check really fast, but check out for a deeper dive into the 9 of Caves, my Between the Worlds podcast that I was on. And also, when you sign up for my newsletter, Love Note, into your inbox will fly the 9 different prompts that I created for when I was the guest over there with the wonderful Amanda and Carolyn at Between the Worlds. So you could really, really fuck with this card in a really big way, Cancer. I hope you enjoy that. And I hope to see you at Sea Grape Apothecary in February on the 5th. Bye. Okay, Leo, let's get it. Oh, wow. Leo, ready to go. Right inside. Okay, this is a perfect card for you. I hope that you bring this energy over to my workshop, all about sensual dreams. In February, on the 5th, Leo, you're invited in 2022 to Sea Grape Apothecary's beautiful event space. It's virtual, where I'm teaching a workshop all about sensual dream magic using the Tarot Queens. So check it out. You have pulled the 9 of lasers, perfect for that day because the moon will be in Aries. But right now, for this Sagittarius new moon, the 9 of lasers is saying it's time for you to show the character that you've developed from the intensity that you've experienced. It's very similar. We got 2 9s in a row right now between Cancer and Leo. Leo, you know what you've been through is no small thing. And the world wants to hear your story. This third quarter moon phase is when you do your cord cutting, banishing, really drawing intense boundaries that show your character. No more of this like side eye shade. You don't need to do that. You can clearly communicate what your boundaries are with love, right? You can do that. And that will probably be something that helps you develop character. Because like the sassy stuff, the little shady things, like you know all about that, but we're not doing that anymore. You're ready for the next place. You've got this, okay? We need you. Love you, Leo. Awesome. Okay, Virgo, here we go. Digging deep. Let's go. Oh, you're going to love this card. Virgo, Please come and see me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022. We're having a sensual dream workshop that I invented using some meditation, some sensual prompts, some art journaling, and working with the tarot queens. You will love it, Virgo. Oh, thank you so much, Meg. Oh my gosh. I love and miss you. Look at your X's and hearts. Check it out, sweeties. Virgo, get it. You're the king of lasers. You're the king of lasers. You've got the innovative mind, body, and spirit to really beam and project out into the world. You and your spirit guides, collaborative magic. Now's the time. You are the lighthouse. You are beaming that protection and safety out into the world, and you are pulling in those into the safe harbor. You're doing that for baby you. You're doing that for your family and your loved ones. What a special time. This color gradient I call Pink Lemonade is all about reconciliation, forgiving yourself, and it's all about celebration and communication. Like, honestly, this is a really special time for you to sort of, Virgo, like maybe look at your standards and look at if your standards give you the ability to be a human in a body. Like, that's the most important thing. Do you have standards that are allowing for your humanity? That may be a really important thing. You got to keep that light shining out into the world, honey. And you can't do that if you're torturing yourself and you're giving yourself a ton of shit. Okay. Love you. So much fun. Okay, Libra time. Libra also digging deep. Libra, you know we're super special. Wait till you see this card that I pulled. And you saw me authentically pull it from the center. We're going to use this card at my workshop at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022. You're cordially invited. We'll be doing a sensual dream workshop, literally working with our dreaming, lucid dreaming, sleep dreaming, REM dreaming, REM sleep dreaming, right? We're going to be working with art journaling, and we're going to be working with, are you ready? All four queens in the tarot. I'm so excited about this. I've been working on this in my witchcraft club a little tiny bit, and I'm so excited to roll that out properly at Sea Grape. So Libra, Queen of Blades, nothing could be more apropos for you right now than being in that majesty of the Queen of Blades, the Queen, aka the Queen of Swords, who has a peace and calm in the way they present. That's smooth, elegant, and consistent enough to where everybody can feel it, see it, and know what the message is. Rather than scrambling, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? The Queen has a slow and steady, consistent pace. And that's the message for you right now, especially right now in this solar eclipse time. Oh my goodness. This is intense. It's going to take some time to integrate the wisdom. And then boom, Venus retrograde on December 19th. So we're going to have that chasm to fill with our own self-love. So we got to get busy doing that, Libra. We got to live that magic, really nurturing and protecting. That moon phase is showing you nurturing, protecting the small little new dream that you have, and get into it. Okay. Meg, I'm going to pull you a card in just a minute. I love you. Are you at work? I don't want to say that too loud in case it busts you. Scorpio, this one's for you, cuties. Oh, goody, Scorp. Your season was so epic for me. It was so fire. Like, this was like my favorite Halloween. It was such a good Scorp season. And it's time now to restore a little bit of balance. Come and see me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022. I'm looking for you in my sensual dream workshop that I'm creating over there. We're going to be utilizing some art magic. We're going to be utilizing some meditation. We're going to be utilizing the 4 tarot queens. It's going to be a great class with the moon in Aries. It's going to be amazing. Scorpio, you have pulled the Two of Blades, aka the Two of Swords. The key word is balance. It's time right now for you to restore the balance output of energy which you had. Scorp season was epic, wasn't it? We were just starting to come out of all those planetary retrogrades. Let me tell you, like, it is so important that you restore the balance and have that fallow time where you're able to rest, Scorpio, right? You're restoring balance. You're finding that delicate little spot called the fulcrum. That's why there's these little mallets on there where you can balance that energy. I'll do this with one of my little thorny bits. The fulcrum point is the space where you can balance something on your finger, right? The weight is balanced on either side. So it's time for you to get some rest, Scorpio. Get some rest by forgiving yourself, by letting go of your expectations for where you're supposed to be right now. It's important. You got this. Fun. All right, Cappy, here we go. It is time. No, I'm wrong. Sag, happy birthday. What's wrong with me? Sagittarius, this is for you. Before I show you your card, you are cordially invited to gather with me at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022. We've been invited back. We played nice in the sandbox 3-4 times in 2021 over at Sea Grape. They're inviting us back. I'm so excited. Come and develop your sensual dreams, Sag. We're going to be spreading out, doing some art journaling. We're going to be working with the tarot, 4 tarot queens. It's going to be a fabulous 2-hour class working with developing our subconscious dream landscape, right? We're going to be learning to work with our physical dreams, lucid dreaming and sleep dreaming. All right. So check it out. Here's your birthday card. 8 of lasers. The key word is expand. This is a time when you are really jamming right now. Things are developing for you right now, Sag. You have learned so much and you've grown so much, and you are ready to just like be the fierce, fiery, amazing, wild witch that you are. It's time. This orange and red field is all about love, sexuality, endurance, ambition. It's such a combination of like intensity. And I love that for your birthday, Sag, nobody is allowed to question how many things you want to do. I want to go here and then I want to go there. I want to eat this and then I want to do that. Like, do it all. Make the list. Make copies of it. Send it to all your loved ones. We're going to do it your way for all of Sag season. And just make sure that as you do that, you have time to really enjoy every choice that you made in celebrating life right now, okay? Just make sure you have time. If you feel some of that like loneliness or depression that can come in when you make that perfect plan and it happens, sometimes you can feel guilty for demanding that. Just don't. Know that your body's tired when you feel those guilty feelings and respond. Give your body rest. All right. Beautiful. So much fun. Thank you, Juliana. I'll pull you a card in just a minute too, okay? Now it's Capricorn. Let's go. All right, Cappy, you are going to love this card. It's so right on the money for you, and it's so totally you. First, let me invite you to my next workshop at Sea Grape Apothecary on February 5th, 2022. I'm creating a workshop that's for sensual dream development. We're going to be creating a pathway for you to develop your REM sleep and your lucid dreaming, developing your dream landscape for kind of getting in touch with your subconscious mind more. We're working with the 4 tarot queens. You will love this workshop. It's very practical. We're going to do a lot of like things. It's going to be a happy crafternoon between 1 and 3 Pacific. Okay. Here's your card. You pulled the Emperor, which I think is perfect. Like, I do not fear this card. This is not a shaming, vilifying card that I've heard a lot of tarot readers like talk shit on the Emperor. Not me. The key word is structure. I know you have such a high regard for structure. You really respect structure. You know what it can bring to your life. And this is a time for you to really like create that physical framework that comforts your physical form. All right. You got to be really honest with yourself, especially if you live in a household with other folks that rely on you. If you're a parent, a caregiver, if you have a lover, especially if you don't, especially if you're on your own, your body is relying on you creating a special structure and framework that supports your body, right? So get into it. Why don't you just use the four corners of being there for your bones, being there for your cleanliness in the air, like making a dust-free environment, moving into cold and flu season if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Create a nice little like way that you are keeping your body temperature regulated, just to honor the fire in the south, right? And also hydrate, 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 hydrate. That's the fourth corner of the west water, right? You can create those structures through the four core elements that it's called for. You can do it. What a pretty card, right? This is all about checking back in with yourself for the full moon that's coming up, right? Because we're on the new moon right now. So give it a little bit of time. Full lunation is 8 phases. We're on the first phase of a full lunation today. So full moons are the 5th phase. So let's check back in on the 5th phase to see how your structures are. All right. You got this, Cappy. So much fun. So now it's time for my fun Aquarius friends that I love so much. Oh, you're going to love this card. I love these cards showing up today. I'm not trying to drag it out, but I do need a little sip of my pomegranate Italian soda. So good. Gorgeous. All right, Aquarius, join me please on February 5th at Sea Grape Apothecary. I'm creating a workshop that is so right on for you because you're such a gorgeous dreamer and schemer. We are working with our sensuality and developing our subconscious relationships with our physical form. We're linking them in a workshop that's all about lucid dreaming and developing our dream landscape, our subconscious landscape through the tarot queens. And look, you've got the Queen of Lasers. I love it so much. So the Queen of Lasers, keyword is magnetism. And this is the delicious and powerful waxing gibbous moon phase. The waxing gibbous moon phase is so special because it's all about moving and calibrating everything in your life, not just the good stuff, the bad stuff too, like literally placing the obstacles in areas that you can actually utilize them in a way that doesn't make you feel like you're crashing into wall after wall after wall. The Queen of Lasers, aka the Queen of Wands, is so awesome because they have a black cat and the Rider-Waite Smith. And this is my kitty, Juniper, with their tail all puffed when they were just a kitten. Being your bestie. It's a really special time for you to just be calm and know that the magic that is afoot right now, the magic that you are casting is so powerful that it makes your hair stand on end sometimes. The potentiality of what we have to create as earthlings, as beings here on this planet is so incredible, and it can't be overstated how important these times are. And I know you know that, but it can be exhausting being alive because you just don't want to even create, basic things like just going to the store and being a normal person or doing what you're told to do or answering emails. But the Queen of Lasers is telling you, like, in everything you do, you infuse your magic and your spell work. And so even those mundane tasks, you're infusing your magic into it. And they're all important and powerful. Okay. Take care, sweetie. And come see me at Sea Grape on February 5th. Okay. Love it so much. All right, finally, Pisces. Did I forget anybody? I just want to look really quick. Oh my goodness. What are you saying to me, my love? Meg, you're a genius, honey. Wait till you see this card that I'm pulling for Pisces. I know. But you know what, honey? Everything you do has magic infused in it. We can all feel it. It's, come on, like the key of the red X and the black heart. Like you just show us the portal. You are the portal. All right, sweethearts. It's time for us to finally pull this Pisces card. And oh my goodness, the Neptune energy of this era has been so epically wild and out there. Like liar's gonna lie, but also like dreamer's gonna dream. It's both. So Pisces, come and see me and develop your dreams with me on February 5th at Sea Grape Apothecary. We're gonna be hanging out on a gorgeous languid Saturday between 1 and 3. We're going to do some physical crafternoon work. We're going to work with the 4 tarot queens. We're going to be developing our lucid dreaming and our sleep dreaming practices too, to develop that pathway between our body and our subconscious. Okay. It's going to be really fun. So your card is so perfect. You're so right on the money. It's the 9 of waves. Can you even? Can you even? And look at you with the new moon. Like the end is the beginning, pulling waves so everybody can drink in this coven. Everybody raise your glass. Gorgeous. Heavenly. And a third. Because 3s are such a magic number. This 9 of waves keyword is manifest. And that can mean so many different things. Manifest can be like you writing down your ethos and really stating exactly who you are and what you believe in. Manifest is very much how you're willing to fill your own cup. It's almost like stating your worth and creating your own value in the world, right? I understand that you like to be invisible, Pisces. I get it. I really do. But also, you also are a person that knows how to like splash out and be seen too. This is the time to be seen. First, you got to begin at the beginning where you lay your burdens down. That's how you begin with this new moon. You lay your burdens down. You believe in the magic of your feelings, especially your tears, your sweat, anything in droplets that expresses out into the world. Believe in the magic of those droplets communicating with the mycelial web where you are needed. You are a deep part of, you're not just a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean itself. Oh, Pisces, that was fun. I hope you're well. So, sweeties, I get to pull cards for Meg and Juliana right now. I'm so excited. Hi, Lyndon. It's wonderful to see you. Hello. Oh, that Pisces reading was so good. I mean, you're literally pulling us into this next lunation where we will all be integrating the intensity of the solar eclipse. I mean, how we start a project, Lyndon, I'm going further. How we start a project, like the first 20% of our efforts, really sort of predicts and oftentimes reveals what the rest of the project will turn out like. So let's really nail this moon phase of the new moon and all of the 7 moon phases after that. Let's do one full lunation, really completely honoring our experience. Shall we? Shall we? Love it so much. Okay, Meg, my sweet, this is for you. I'm going to keep the video up so you can return to it if you're at work. Hello, Hexa bitch. I'm happy to pull a card for you. Here we go. Meg, love it so much. Complexity. Did you put music notes or did you not put music notes? You got the 2 of caves with 2 pink records on it. All right, Meg, is magic real enough for you yet? I love this really bright chartreuse green. I wish you could see the color of my hallway. It's literally the color of my hallway because I love that action energy that we can use green for. It doesn't have to always be that heavy forest green that makes us want to rest. Green can be a really active color too, like a whole field of tall grass waving. So the Two of Caves keyword is diversity. There's a blue hematite. Okay. That's intense. This is a time right now where you're learning so much about yourself that you literally needed to be bogged down in crystals right now just to keep yourself grounded, because it's such an intense learning time for you right now, Meg. Diversity means just getting the dipping in the well of many different perspectives to develop who you are. I love the balance here that talks about your loverness, you and your lover. Could be plural. It also speaks to balance in your body. It speaks to when you're going through things, because we're always all going through things. Make sure that your eyes, breasts, knees, feet, hands, shoulders are squarely facing whoever it is that you're dealing with, or whatever it is that you're dealing with. So your energy is physically aligned with them, and never stop turning to your music. I mean, hot pink records. You could get into a jag of record collection right now that could be just so delicious escapist, because I know you're doing a lot of physical hard work right now, honey. I love, admire, and respect you. Love you so much, cutie. All right, Juliana, let's get it. And then Hexa Bitch. And then I've got to go soon, cuties. I got stuff to do. Juliana, this was the card of the day the other day over on Instagram, and I pulled that forward a little bit more in Witchcraft Club. You're going to love this. I pulled this card spontaneously on the moon phase of the waning crescent moon, the balsamic moon. The Six of Caves has the keyword willing, and this card is very sensual to me. It's very physically sensuous. It's literally about quenching all of the desires that you have, sinking your teeth into all of your favorite flavors, really being there for your body, not a mental concept of like, if only my body was fill in the blank. It's about really being there for your body exactly as it is and being in love with your body exactly as it is. This is a card about being really willing to yield to your physical needs. That's a great way to deal with this weekend, just this weekend, moving into the intensity of our new moon and solar eclipse. Like, feel your feelings, be willing to listen to your body, and go back and read my Instagram caption for this card. I love, love, love this delish color. And it's funny, it's the exact color green that Hexabitch chose for their super chat. I love this color green. It's very peacock. It's very like shaded light of a really delicious path that you can walk. So maybe get out and walk a little bit, move your body around, and spread your magic around an outdoor area this weekend. And if you have the ability to give and get some sweet kisses, do it. Do it. It's a great makeout weekend for you. All right, sweeties. And Hexa Bitch, it's so good to see you, honey. This next one's for you, my love. Thank you so much for all your comments. Oh my goodness, Elaine, it's good to see you. Sending you hugs and cuddles. Hi, babes. Yes. Oh my goodness, love it so much. Okay, Hexa Bitch, we all love you. Obvi, the Chariot card. Look at this badass card for badass Hexa Bitch. Love it so much. This is like two actual vehicles that I have owned, right? This was my mama wagon. You probably know all my stories, don't you, Hexa Bitch? We've been together for a while. And this is a vintage trailer that my sweetie restored, and now it's in a museum in Chicago. The key word for the Chariot card, key 7, is motion. And the Chariot is adorned in like the closest to midnight blue that I could create. It's a very unique color that's a combination of black and blue and purple. It's like deep bruise color, which is kind of badass color, right? This is the waning crescent moon phase where you really have to kind of get busy rolling towards what you really are choosing, right? Like you got to get moving towards what you are choosing. It's one of those ideas like Leah Garza says, where like evolve or be dragged, you know? So you might as well put your hands on that wheel now and start driving towards what you love. You're steering that wheel. You're moving those wheels with your energy towards what it is that you choose and what it is you love. It's time. I don't know if you had a little comment or something that you wanted me to talk about, but this is what's coming up. I love it so much. Thank you so much, cuties. Aw, love this gorgeous, beautiful coven so much. Hi, Empress ASMR. You are tearing it up on your YouTube channel. I'm so proud of you. How are you doing? How's the fam? I hope you're well, babe. It's good to see you. Well, my darling loves, I'm going to see what Empress ASMR's. Have you ever heard Empress ASMR's? Amazing ASMR. They're so amazing. They do a combination of true crime, but they branch out and they do other things now too. So pop over and check out their amazing Channy. It's great. Aw, love you, Juliana. Yes. Good. Honey, you are doing that though. You shredded during the pandemic. Never was I ever so happy to hear your stories over here on YouTube. I can't wait till I qualify for being able to do stories on YouTube because I love your stories. When you talked about no longer being the PTA president, I was so excited for you. I loved all my era of volunteering in my kids' classrooms and stuff, but I'm also glad it's over. Just saying. All right, sweethearts, it is time for me to shove off unless anybody else has a super chat and needs me for anything. You know how to find me in my witchcraft club. Have a really beautiful, nourishing, nurturing experience with the new moon and this powerful solar eclipse. It's 11:42 p.m. Pacific for us. So if you're in the Western area, that's when the solar eclipse is. This is no small thing what we're moving into with our bodies. I'm so honored and excited that Eric B. Heald is going to be joining us in Witchcraft Club tonight for our first Friday's full coven gathering, talking about 2022's Astrocast in the seasons. So exciting. I'm thinking of all of you with all my love and magic. And please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is my spell. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you lots. Bye, sweethearts. Bye.